Superstar.
What's going on, everybody? This is Superstar O, and thank you again, once again, for tuning in and watching my videos. Now, if you're watching this video, you're either here for one or two things. You're either just now watching the video, you have no idea really what this is about, and you want more information, or you're actually coming from the website itself, watching it on the website or from the website. So you already kind of know what this is about, and now you want more information. Either way, stay tuned. Basically, what I'm going to do right now is just talk about this new website, this new service that I'm offering, this new just amazing thing that all of you producers have been asking me to do for years, man, for years. And I've always wanted to do this, but I never wanted to do it in the wrong way. I wanted to find the perfect way to do this. And a lot of artists as well, a lot of my customers as well have asked me to do something like this, and I just didn't know how to put it together. But finally it's here, a website to help producers sell their beats and get them really heard online, and also for customers to help them come to a website and be able to easily browse through multiple producers that are approved of by me or whatever, so they have multiple sounds and different producers to choose from easily. I was like, what could I name it? And I mean, IndustryBeatz, and then we got IndustryKits. It just makes perfect sense. So introducing IndustryBeatz.com. So if you don't already know what it is, go on over to the site, because by the time this video is out, the site's got to be live, and check it out. This website, as I said, is made to really help my fellow producers get their beats really heard by real customers that are really interested in buying and leasing beats, and also potentially purchased as well, or leased or bought exclusively, if the talent is there, or if just if that's what's meant to be. Also, they will be purchased. Now, I always wanted to do this, and so many of you always were like, dude, we know you could do it, you need to do this, why not make a site where you could do whatever, you could whatever, so many things I could do. But at the end of the day, I didn't want to make a new site that's like SoundClick. I didn't want to make a new site that's like whatever else is out there. Nothing against SoundClick. I still use SoundClick. I still get sales from SoundClick. I would still advise you to have a SoundClick, or what other websites work good for you. But I mean, the big problem with these kind of websites, and all of you producers are going to say off top, as soon as I say it, like, yeah, that's true. You're going to be shaking your head like, damn, yeah, that is true. The problem with these websites is, okay, look at it from a customer's perspective, or look at it from you first. You go on the website, you sign up, you pay, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 plus a month to make your profile and be able to, dazzle it all up and make it look good and stuff, and to use their services. But then you're just one profile out of the tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of other profiles of other producers on that website trying to do the exact same thing you're doing. So now if you look at this from a customer's perspective, because that's what I did, and that's what helped me make this website, I was like, okay, if I'm the customer, that's a lot of the ways in my business how I think. I put myself in their shoes. I'm like, what would I like what would make this really work and would make me want to go to this website as opposed to the other websites out there. So think of it from a customer. So you go on the website, and say you go to SoundClick. Like I said, not knocking SoundClick, I support them all the way, but I'm just saying, so say you're a customer, you go on there, you look at the top 10 or something, you're like, okay, I'm looking for some beats, I want to find some dope beats. You look at the top 10, maybe you look at the top 50, which nowadays means nothing because it's all fucked up. You have to pay to be up there, so there could be trash beats on there. And then the customer's like, oh, this website sucks now. There's a bunch of trash on here. I'm not coming here no more. And they leave, which a lot of people have done, and they still do, unfortunately. But without that aside, you go on there and you look through tons of pages. You got to click. Okay, let me click Superstar's page. Let me click whoever this dude's page is. Let me click this. Let me click that. And you just got to keep clicking back and forth and going through all these different pages, and layouts are different, and then you got to find stuff, and it's just a hassle. If you were trying to buy a beat, would you really want to be doing all that? No, you probably would just stick to the most known names, which is really what happens online. I'm going to go check out what O got. I'm going to go check out what Vibe got, etc., etc., because it's easy for them. Fuck all that trying to, and that's a shame because there's a lot of producers out there who make really good tracks, really good beats that could be sold, could be leased, but they don't have the name, and they're buried under the tens and hundreds of thousands of other profiles. So how are they ever going to be heard? And then they think, okay, well, I'll just spam my, site link on, the social media and try to promote myself, which, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, it only works so much. So that's where I came up with this website. This is not a website where you're going to come and make a profile and get your layout made or whatever the fuck and put all your beats on there and just hope and pray somebody stumbles across it. No longer are you going to be lost in the as a needle in a haystack. This website is a one-page website, as you can see, or if you haven't been there yet, I'll tell you now. It's a one-page website. Everything is simple. Everything is easy. It's just like my personal website that I just recently had made. So if you were a customer, you come on the website and there's one cart. Shout outs to my Flash store because they power. It's powered, the cart, shopping cart, I guess, not the whole website, but the cart is powered by my Flash store. There's just one my Flash store player, and it's gonna have all the different producers in it. So you got however many producers are in it, and it's all in one player. They can the customer, whatever, can go through and browse all the different beats. The producers' names are by it. Every producer sets their own exclusive rights prices. All the leasing prices and stuff are the same because I'm not doing we don't want to deal with all the people who are like dollar leases and buy 5, get 100 of them free or none of that crap. But you set your own exclusive rights price. It could be $25, it could be $500, it could be $1,000. Who knows? Whatever you want it to be, whatever you think you could get. Point is, the customer comes to this website. As you can see, and everything's right there. They just browse through all these different, producers with all these different sounds, all these different styles. And if you're an artist looking, for beats, then that's what you want. You don't want to always have to go to the same producer. And that's another thing that brought me to it. Not only has producers been asking me to do something like this forever, but my customers personally have been asking me to do something like that because they're like, yo, all the time I hear these collabs that you do with people. I love them. I know you got some talented producers around you. Why not do something like this and this and that? And it's not nothing against me. It's just, they're an artist. They don't want to make, even though I make all different kinds of beats and all different kinds of sounds, it still looks good for an artist to have a mixtape or album, right? And there's a bunch of different credit names on it. It's not just 1 through 15 produced by Superstar O. And they could all be completely different sounding beats and you can't even tell I made them. I mean, that's still cool. People do it, but a lot of, people, they want to, have other producers on there. You know what I mean? If you look at any type of project pretty much ever, that's usually how it is. Sometimes there's a whole bunch of one person, but they like to have different sounds. They might want this producer over here who makes crazy West Coast sounding beats. They might want this R&B producer. They might want me to do this and this and that. And so that's another thing that boils this down to why you should join this website. The website, not only is it, it's so simple and everything to go on here to browse, for customers to buy, for everything to understand everything, and we also offer song mixing, all types of stuff, but it's also ran and owned by me. So the thing about SoundClick or some of the other websites out there that help you sell beats, they're ran and owned by just people trying to make money, which is nothing wrong with that. But they're not musical people. They're not producers. They might be musical, but most of them are not producers. So they don't really know, what to do or how to get the traffic there. Or even if they're already a big site and they already get the traffic, they don't really care, some of them. They're just like, hey, whatever. We don't really care. We're not producers. It's like, whatever. We're just here to make money. But you have the advantage of being on IndustryBeatz, which means it's ran by me. And also, I'm going to be promoting this website out. This is the key thing, which is a very big key thing. I'm going to be promoting this website and pushing it to the tens of thousands of real customers. Pushing it to the tens of thousands of real customers.
Tens of thousands.
Real customers, not potential fucking big ass email list I bought somewhere or random emails I saved all the time or something. These are real customers who have really either leased a beat from me over the 8 years I've been doing this or bought the beat exclusive rights. Literally, I have tens of thousands of real customers, which I'm sure you probably can see that and probably know that. But I save all of those. I have most of them. Well, I didn't start doing it till some years ago, but I have a ton of them saved since then. So I'm going to be promoting this website to these artists. Like, hey, I finally did what you guys wanted, man. I have this website. It's full of these other producers, tons of from all across the world for you to choose from. Come by and check it out. So obviously, you know, your beats are guaranteed to be heard from joining IndustryBeatz. And I'm not going to say they're guaranteed to be sold, because that's up to you. If your beats are hot and, you know, they're dope and they're sellable or whatever, then yeah, people are going to buy them as well, obviously. But you're at least guaranteed to be heard, which is a big thing, because most people, you know, you're wasting money every single month, every single whatever. You know, you're trying your hardest and you don't even get any plays. You don't even get the potential to even get a sale, because you don't even get the people there to get the, you know, getting the plays is step one at least. So that's the beginning of talking about IndustryBeatz. I was thinking about making this video like a real professional video with all types of things going on all over the place and stuff like that, and cuts and drags and stuff, but that's just, you know, sometimes that's cool, but I didn't want to do that for this video. In most videos, I don't like to do that, because you guys, I've seen, enjoy just to see me be me and tell you things how it is. I'm not here to read a script to you that I wrote down to make things sound as best as they could. I'm here to tell you what this is, exactly what it is, not sugarcoat, not nothing, not trying to make it sound better. This is what it is. It's super dope as hell, and you're gonna love it, and this is something you want to be a part of. No skits written and no flashy cuts every now and then, whatever. So this is IndustryBeatz.com, man. This is something that you guys can already know. I take all my businesses that I've opened up very seriously, and I get them out there and I get them, you know, popular. I get it going. I don't waste my time and money, because this took time and money, obviously, as you can even see, to make this thing. So I wouldn't have did that if I wasn't serious about doing this. You know what I mean? This is going to be a big thing. It's already a big thing just coming out the box, but I mean, it's going to be generating a lot of traffic, and it's going to be a big thing. So you're going to want to join this and be a part of it while it's growing, so that, you know, later down the line, you're going to be one of the top selling people on there or whatever. That's another key thing. If you look at the website, there's a little section with 6 slots that says, you know, top verified producers, top selling producers, basically every single month as well. We're going to change those out and put whoever the top 6 selling producers were, or 6 top played, whatever, of the month. They're going to be put there, like your image, your link to your website. So that's also even more promo for you. If you can, you know, get those plays and get those sales rolling on here, that's even more traffic and promotion for your own website. Now, let's talk about how it works as far as if you sign up. If you decide to join, how does this work? What happens? You know, okay, you click the button, you join, and then where do we go from there? What happens? Okay, I know this is a long video, but I wanted to put it all in one thing. How do you do it? So if you go to the website, or you're already there, and you look under the Sell Beats category, and this has the little video right here, which you're watching, telling you how to do it, and has some little pinpoints, you'll see the price. Now, the price to join this website is also cheap. It's everything that I try to do, industry kits, even beats, all types of business. I like to keep things cheap and affordable so more people can enjoy them and take advantage of them. I mean, for something like this that's exclusive like this, I could have kept it exclusive, which I was thinking about doing, and only letting on producers that I personally knew and collabed with before, and I knew they were dope. But then I was like, you know, I don't really want to do that, because then that's so much potential left out. Like, there's so many other good producers that I have no idea who they are, or I just never really heard their beats, and why would I just not let them join? You know, I should, you know, but I didn't want the website to be something where you just join up and, okay, hey, just join up for free and just slap all your beats on there. I had to figure out some type of way to weed out anybody who wasn't real serious about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not real serious, like, oh, you got to pay $1,000 or nothing like that, but at least some type of fee to where it would be like only the serious people who think they could make that money back, or they have that potential, would even bother to pay that money. You know what I mean? So on to it. It's for a 6-month plan. It's not a reoccurring thing or nothing. It's just a one-time payment. You could pay for 6 months, which is only $49.95, so $50, which is nothing nowadays, or a whole year for $74.95. So for $25 extra, you get a whole year, which is a long time. Now, what that enables you to do, once you select what plan you want and hit buy, you're gonna buy. It's gonna send me an email, and I'm gonna be doing this all manually, which it'll be all right though. So within 24 hours, I'll be contacting you and saying, yo, I seen you join. Thank you for joining. what's your producer name, and let's get started. And I'll start getting the beats from you, telling you what I need from you, getting it out there, asking you what you want your sales to be for the exclusive rights, things like that, and I'll get everything up on the site for you. Now, on top of that, there's a limit, and obviously, especially with everything being in one cart, we can't have. There's probably going to be a nice amount of producers joining this, and we don't want to have fucking thousands of beats on there. Like, people are just like, hey, I joined and here's 30 of my latest beats. No, it's not this kind of site. You can only upload between 1 and 3 beats at a time. So that doesn't mean you can only upload 3 beats and that's it. I mean, you can only have 3 beats up at a time. So say you join and you're like, yo, here's 3 beats that I want you to put up for me. Here's the exclusive price for each of them. I'm gonna put those up. And if you notice one of them isn't selling good enough, or one of them isn't getting the attention you want, then you can say, hey, take that beat down for me, swap it out for this one. You can do that whenever you want. Or also, when some of them sell exclusive rights, they're automatically taken off of the site, of course, and you could replace it. But we're doing that, and I'm sure you're going to appreciate that as well anyway, because we want all the producers to have a chance too. We don't want some producers to come join and just adding a shit ton of beats on here, and then the cart will just have an unbelievable amount of beats in one thing, and that'll be hard to browse through. Not as hard as going through all those profiles on other sites, but that's still doing too much. So we're limiting this between 1 and 3 beats when you join. You can up to 3 beats you can put on there at a time. So yeah, you would join. You would, you would get a message from me saying, hey, like I said, whatever. You would send me the 1, 2, or 3 beats, whatever it is you decide. I would need the name of it, the BPM of it, the tempo, the wave file, MP3, whatever. All that type of stuff, I'll let you know when you join. All the basic producer stuff, all the stuff that you would need to send a customer. And you don't have to worry about nothing. The payment splits if somebody buys it, exclusive rights, or leases it, it's sent to your PayPal that same day, or maybe the next day if it's like super busy or something. But you don't gotta wait until the end of the month or nothing like that. It's the same day or the next day. It's within 24 hours. You don't have to worry about sending out lease contracts or exclusive any type of contracts to people. It'll be given directly to the customer when they buy them. That's the beautiful thing about my Flash Store. Shout outs to them. So yeah, that's what it is. Also, so you pay the fee, and the fee is not very much. Like I said, $75 for an entire year, and you're probably like, well, how are you going to make money off of that? Because I mean, that is a nice that's something, but for a whole year, $75 isn't that much. Also, there's going to be what would it be called? There's a percentage basically. So, but it's not big. You keep 70% of your sales, and the site gets 30. So if you look at that as to if you sold an exclusive rights or you sold a lease. And you did the maths, 30% isn't really that much, but it'll add up, and it'll help do things like keep the website up and actually make money, because we have to make money, of course, in this as well. So that's how the site works. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I hope this helps a lot of people, man. I really do. And I really know it's going to. I don't even have to hope. It's going to help a lot of people, a lot of my fellow producers, and my customers. Not even just my customers, but the new customers, that gather from promoting the site and doing all that type of stuff too. It's going to help a lot of artists, man, because they're going to be able to get all different kinds of beats of all different kinds of sounds from so many different producers, and it's going to be dope. So that's how the site works, man. Like I said, you pay the fee. It's a 6-month or a 12-month, and also once the plan runs out, I forgot to mention. So say 6 months go by, you will be emailed, and I'll say, hey, it's been 6 months now. Do you want to renew? Or it's been a year now. Whatever. Do you want? Do you want to renew or not or what? And if you choose not to, the beats would just be taken down, and that would be that. There's no hassle to it or not. If you do, then they would stay up, or you can swap out the beats, whatever, and you just renew. I don't want to not to crush anybody's type of dreams or nothing, but only join this if you're serious. You know what I mean? I don't want you to, waste your time, waste your money. I mean, I want to make money, of course, but everything I do isn't just about taking all the money I can from people. Like, I want you to really be helped by this. So if this is something where you think your beats aren't really ready, you don't think you really have a chance to have them sold, then, don't even bother with it. Just, take your time. keep on getting better, man. You know what I mean? Keep on grinding, keep on getting better, and then come to us when you do have that opportunity and when you feel like you're good enough. But if you feel like you are, you know what I mean, and you're like, yo, I can get these beats sold. These are good enough. People out there somebody gonna like them, somebody gonna buy them. Then by all means, go ahead and join. But that's why we put that, fee there too, to kind of like weed people out who are just like, yeah, I just started making beats like a month ago and I got $50, let me join. And then they got their first 3 beats on the website, and it's like, because it doesn't, I mean, it kind of would make the website look bad, but it's only up to 3 beats. So, I mean, they could just easily skip 3 beats. It's not like they're putting 20 of their first 20 beats on there or something. So, it isn't too big of a deal. But, and then on the flip side of it too, you don't have to be the best producer in the world. If you're watching this and you heard what I just said, you don't have to feel like, okay, well, I gotta be as good as O, or as good as this dude or that dude, like as good as these super well-known online producers, or I'm not gonna get any sales, so I'm not even gonna join. Like, you don't have to be the best in the world, but you definitely don't want to be a beginner, not that good. Beats are kind of like, still in the building phase. As long as you're a decent producer, a good producer, even if you make really awkward, weird beats, there's people out there who want some weird, crazy sounding, way different shit than anything else. So that could be good. Like, you're the only person who can really kind of know, you know what I mean? But kind of think about it for a second and think like, hey, do I think there's people out there who will buy these beats seriously? Maybe ask, some people, whatever. And if so, this is the site for you, man. This is the site for you. So IndustryBeatz.com, Beats with a Z. I tried to get the S, but we're not going to get into that. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And I hope it really helps you guys out. If you have any more questions about the website or anything else you kind of don't understand or you want to know, just send me an email. If you go to the website, go all the way down to the bottom, or just click contact. It'll take you down to the bottom. You just type in an email there, and I'll hit you back within 24 hours and then respond to your question. I know it's a long video, but this is something you might be investing your money into for your career. So something like this, I wanted it to be long. I wanted you to fully understand. And I wanted it to be something where I'm just sitting down talking to you and telling you like it is, really heart to heart, not just trying to sell a product and, just saying the best things I can say, you know what I mean? And doing little cuts and stuff and trying to be super professional about it. This is what it is. This is how it works. IndustryBeatz.com. Pushing it to the tens of thousands of real customers, pushing it to the tens of thousands of real customers.
Tens of thousands. Tens of thousands.